So, so this is the important question. Where does the photosynthesis carried out? We know that photosynthesis is carried out in the green parts, particularly in the leaves. Most important cell organelles, chloroplast. Chloroplast. In that, so the exact location of the photosynthetic part, a part containing chlorophyll, was not known till the another 6 decades after the discovery of chlorophyll. So previous already we discussed the chlorophyll pigment is separated by Pelletier and Cavendish. Now another scientist came here, Julius von Sachs. The main credit of Julius von Sachs is observing the chlorophyll inside the a most important cell organelle, that is chloroplast. So Julius von Sachs observed the chlorophyll pigment in the chloroplast. So chloroplast are the cell organelles which consist the chlorophyll pigments. So these are present in large number in the cells, nearly 40 to 100 of like that. They have stomatal god cells and the ground tissues of green parts the plant. And when we go through the TS of leaf, transversation of leaf, that is, we can see three important parts: palisade parenchyma, spongy parenchyma, and vascular bundle. So there will be a notice is important. Do you know if a cell is broken up, the chloroplast break into pieces. So it becomes a very difficult task to isolate them to study different steps of photosynthesis. So Daniel I. Arnon, another scientist came here. Daniel I. Arnon, 1954. He break up plant cells gently and that the whole chloroplast could be obtained for the study in the lab. So the first who extracted chloroplast in normal condition without break, the credit goes to Daniel I. Arnon. Daniel I. Arnon. So in the same way here, in the same here, this diagram is most important. It indicates that transfer section of leaf, transfer section of leaf, TS of leaf. So the TS of leaf consists, just now I said, so the outer lines are called cuticular layer is the below the cuticular layer. Large sided cells are called upper epidermis in up, in lower side lower epidermis, and between two there will be a palisade parenchyma. These palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. So upper, that is upper epidermis, below the upper epidermis, elongated cells are called palisade parenchyma. Irregular cells are called spongy parenchyma. This is most important. So in mesophyll, so this is up to between two epidermis. This place is called mesophyll. The mesophyll consists two kinds of cells. Below the upper epidermis, elongated cells are called palisade parenchyma. Above the lower epidermis, irregular cells are called spongy parenchyma. So centrally we can see a ring, that is vascular bundle. This vascular bundle consists xylem and phloem. Xylem, phloem. So you know that already xylem conduct the water and minerals from roots to upper parts of the plant body. Phloem helps to transport of the food material from leaves to other plant of the other part of the plant body. So xylem for water, phloem for food. Both together present in a ring that is called vascular bundle. So if you see that In mesophyll, we can see three important parts: palisade parenchyma, spongy parenchyma, as well as vascular bundle, which consists two kinds of complex tissues: xylem and phloem. Xylem responsible to conduct the water and minerals from root to upper part, whereas phloem transfer the food material from leaves to other parts of the plant. So next, it is important sometimes in examination level diagram. So chloroplast, transfer section of chloroplast. So if we see that this chloroplast is a oval shaped and consists of two layered surrounded cell organelle. Chloroplast, it covered the two layered two membrane cell organelle. So when you go to the inside, there will be a grana thylakoids and stroma thylakoids. So the grana thylakoids are present one above the another one grana and together form as a grana thylakoids. The thylakoids which are present in the stroma are called stroma thylakoids. So usually stroma thylakoids are single lane, whereas grana thylakoids are multiple. So the main important thing about the cell organelle, that is chloroplast, we can see that some small amount of DNA and deposit carbohydrates, fat deposits we can see in the cell organelle, inside the cell organelle of chloroplast. So chloroplast already we studied. It is a green colored double membraned cell organelle which consists a liquid is called stroma. So inside the stroma there is a bridge-like structure, that is stroma thylakoids. Stroma thylakoids in some of the region consist of many piles of coins of granum. This is called grana thylakoid. Grana thylakoid, granum and grana thylakoids. So it is most important. Why? Because in grana thylakoids, enzymes ATPase and other enzymes which are located so that photosynthesis is carried out on the thylakoid membrane only, on the surface of the membrane. On the surface of the membrane, there will be a pigments are present. Just now we studied chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. These pigments are present on the thylakoid membrane. So then they carried out the photosynthesis. The important function of the chloroplast here, responsible for the enzymatic reactions leading to the synthesis of glucose, which in turns together to form a starch. Substances found in the chloroplast which are captured sunlight are called photosynthetic pigments. You know that the pigments which receive the light are called photosynthetic pigments. They are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. And the chlorophyll is such a pigment which contain one atom of, it is very important. The structure is here given. So when you take the chloroplast, it seems to be the structure is like a shuttlecock bat. So it has tail and head. So the chlorophyll, it has both structures, tail part and head part. So the head part centrally there will be a magnesium Mg present. It is important examination level. So centrally located one Mg means magnesium. Magnesium surrounding there will be a 4 iron molecules are present. 4 iron molecules, that is heme part 4. Fe replace iron containing red pigment that transport oxygen in the blood. Two major kinds of chlorophyll are associated with the thylakoid membranes. So the it is important, already said I. So yeah, main important two major kinds of chlorophyll pigments, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A is bluish green in color. Chlorophyll A Chlorophyll A is bluish green in color. Bluish green in color. Chlorophyll B is yellowish green in color. Yellowish green in color. So this is important paragraph. So there will be two types of chlorophyll pigments seen: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. So usually chlorophyll A is bluish green color. Bluish green color. Chlorophyll B is yellowish green. So blue and yellow, you have to keep in your mind. Chlorophyll A, blue, and chlorophyll B is yellow. So like that you have to keep in your mind. Green is common. So there will be a 250 to 400 pigment molecules are grouped as a light harvesting complex. This is important. LHC. 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 Just now already I said LHC means light harvesting complex. Light harvesting complex means these pigments molecules, chlorophyll A and B. So already in chloroplast we seen the granothylakoid membranes. So these granothylakoid membrane, on the membrane, so pigments are present here. So pigments are present on the membrane. So these pigments should have the capacity to receive the sunlight. The place where the sunlight is received by the chlorophyll pigments is called light harvesting complexes. So these light harvesting complexes most important to absorb the sunlight to carry out photosynthesis. And here three important sentences given here, that is the function of chloroplast. Functions of chloroplast. So the main functions of chloroplast is it converts the light energy into chemical energy. Convert the light energy into chemical energy by capturing sunlight by the pigments. Splitting of water molecule, that is photolysis of water. When light is received by the chlorophyll pigments, water molecule present in the near the chlorophyll pigment molecules are break down and releases the protons, electrons, and oxygen. So by splitting of water molecule, it will break down. So the breakdowning of the two molecules I am taking. If the two water molecules are break down, there will be a 4 protons, 4H, and 4 electrons and 1 oxygen. So here keep in your mind, if the two water molecules are break down, there will be 4 protons, 4 electrons, and 1 oxygen. If the only one water molecule is break down, how many oxygen is off oxygen? So this is second function. And third one, reduction of carbon dioxide molecule into carbohydrate means The third point is states that carbon dioxide converted into glucose C6H12 C6H12O6. This is the third function. So first function is chloroplast convert the light energy into chemical energy. Second function is splitting of water molecule, also called photolysis of water, and a reduction of carbon dioxide molecule to carbohydrate, means conversion of carbon dioxide into glucose. So these are the three functions regarding the chloroplast. So light is required to initiate the several events, while some events may be continued even in the absence of light. So here, this is also deeply you have to go to study. So some reactions. So some of the reactions which are occurred in the chloroplast in the absence of light. In the absence of light. Some of the reactions occurred in the presence of light. So the reactions which are occurred in the presence of light are called light reactions. Absence of light is called presence of that is light reactions. So let us take here light dependent events or reactions are called light reactions, where they take place in the grana thylakoids. In the grana thylakoids. While the rest are called light independent or dark reactions, they occur in the stroma. So when you take the chloroplast diagram, we seen that there will be a grana. This is the grana thylakoides. This is the stroma thylakoid. So whereas light reactions occurred in the grana thylakoids, light reactions, whereas dark reactions occurred in the stroma, in the stroma. So for this, we should conclude that photosynthesis has two phases, that is light phase and a dark phase. The reactions which are occurred in the light phase are called light reactions, which are occurred in the grana of chloroplast, whereas the reactions which are occurred in the absence of light are called dark reactions, which are occurred in the stroma. They are also called light independent and light dependent, whereas the dark reactions are called light independent, means the reactions won't depend on the light. They occurred in the stroma. And this is most important here. And mechanism of photosynthesis. So the mechanism of photosynthesis has two phases, that is light phase and dark phase. Light phase also called light dependent reactions. So the reactions which depends on the light, means only in the presence of light only occurred. So this is main important light reactions which are occurred in the grana thylakoid membrane. So here so the reactions takes place in chlorophyll containing thylakoid called grana of chloroplast. Grana of chloroplast. So here mainly two steps we can see. Chlorophyll step 1. So chlorophyll on exposure to light energy becomes activated by observing the photons. Photon is a unit of energy. This energy is used to splitting of water molecule to release oxygen. In, in the above paragraph, we discussed this one. Splitting of water molecule is called photolysis of water. The splitting of water molecule carried out only in the presence of light. So that it is called photolysis of water. So this was discovered by Robert Hill. Here it is chance to come in examination level. Light reactions are light dependent reactions are usually takes place in the grana of thylakoids, and these reactions are discovered by Robert Hill. Hence, it is called Hill reactions. Hill reactions. So, whereas hydrogen produced in the photolysis is immediately picked up by several compounds like NADP. So, here full forms nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. NADP means nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. To form NADPH means hydrogen is added to the NADP, so that NADP is converted into NADPH when hydrogen is added. Another energy rich compound is ATP. ATP full form is adenosine triphosphate. It is also formed at the end of the light reactions. For this, we conclude that in the light reactions, there will be three products we can see. There will be a splitting of water molecule, means the result oxygen is releasing, and NADH, NADH are forming nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. NADH is forming and ATP is forming. So in the light reactions, there will be a three products we can see. In the light reactions, there will be three products. One is the oxygen, another one is the NADPH, another one is the ATP, adenosine triphosphate. These are the products in the light reactions. In examination level, it is chance to come. What are the products in the light reactions or light dependent reactions? Means three products: oxygen, NADPH, and ATP. So let us go to the dark reactions. The reactions which are occurred in the absence of light is called dark reaction, also called light independent reactions. Light independent reactions. So this takes place in the stroma. It occurs in the stroma of chloroplast. It need not to the light. In the dark phase, what's happened? Hydrogen combines with carbon dioxide by utilizing ATP energy, produce the glucose. Means the main product in the light independent and dark phase is only one product, that is CO2 converting into glucose. So glucose is the main product in the dark reactions. C6H12O6. So it is important in examination level. In the dark reaction or light independent reaction, what is the end product? Means glucose molecule or carbohydrate or C6H12O6. You can say like this. Whereas previous in light reactions, three products we can see: oxygen, NADPH, and NAD. Whereas in the dark reactions or light independent reactions, only one product, that is glucose. The formula of glucose is C6H12O6. So plants are capable of surviving under range of situations from very hot and dry and bright light conditions like wet, humid, dim light condition. This requirement of light other factor for varies the plant to another plant to rate of the photosynthesis. So up to this, we discussed the autotrophic nutrition. Now let us go to the heterotropic nutrition.